Oh yeah, now check 6:30 now. Waiting time to talk this beautiful morning. On top of the radio, Ctizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now there we day this morning. As they take the B, something that make me laugh. You know, I just the reason how person could just how you could just they will be say something when be say we come off for house. Anyway, make I not tell you how you take B. But then, we balance well for here. The better morning. Today, the number 11 day for inside of the month of May. And we day here out of Ctizen FM this morning, 93.7 for inside of Abuja. Now here we day at a score of many things they lined up this morning. This one, a super citizen at sunrise. This one will carry us, go reach where 9 o'clock a day this morning, and then make a just break them down. Make a break them down. How you can take B from now till 7 o'clock. All right, now time for my church mind. I go tell you something within my mind how you take B. I go carry that one 7 o'clock. Then we go switch them up inside of the bus stop where we check within the papers. Them to talk. We go check with the paper talk. Then we go come up body. We will come up body from there, go 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And you know, say even as we check within the people they talk, we self go give you the opportunity, make you self follow us reason. Tell us what do you feel about some of the papers them. Some of the things them with the papers then they talk. Tell us some of the things. Tell us some of the things where you self you feel. That one go carry us from that time. Go reach 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock we go switch them up into the big talk. The big talk will carry us go reach 9 o'clock, and also we take big duam. But inside of that 8 o'clock hour, inside of that 8 o'clock hour, we could get time for the pension pot, and also go take B. They call me the chief priest. Ezemmuo one oracle of the citizens. I balance well for here, and so we take kick off this morning, brand new morning, 11th day for inside of May, and I'm gonna allow you 6:32 now. What's in time that they talk? Make I arrange myself, come back. My church mind go carry us go reach 7 o'clock a day. No touch them. Good morning. I come back.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Ctizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Ctizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Ctizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
All right, oh yes, check 6:35 now this morning on top of the radio. Ctizen FM 93.7 for inside of Abuja. A brand new morning, 11th day for inside of May 2023. Super Citizen at sunrise this morning. They call me the chief priest. This one go carry us, go to at 9 o'clock day today. Now, my church mind did I be this one, and of course, this one and from now till 7 o'clock, I will clear you my church mind quickly. Power, make I just say government, or even yes, power, they change hand very soon. In the next, by less than 2 weeks, make we just call them less than 2 weeks, okay? Or about 2 weeks, all right? About 2 weeks, May 29. Okay, so now if you check them, they say government they in continuing. That one means say government they continue, government na chain, government na thread, na bead. They continue, they go. Not be say after one government they go can't get vacuum before they go. Government they continue, and because the government they continue, it means say they things them when it be say the government them they do, it matter because anywhere where you do and reach, the next government go need to continue things them where they on ground. You know, understand? Because you know go be like say any government will come will start afresh again. Anybody? No, the next government supposed get some things where in go build on. For instance, for the government of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, His Excellency, the before President of Nigeria. Now him been start the second Niger Bridge, popular second Niger Bridge. They don't talk the matter tire. Now, but no be him government finish him. Now another government from another party will be this particular government. Now he can finish waiting another government from a different party start. So government na continuation. Now I say make I talk that one come off for ground, but make you look up now. If government na continuation, waiting the government they do now, they're very important, especially now when they be said they don't prepare to hand over structure, how the outgoing governors and the outgoing president and the outgoing senators and all the outgoing office holders, how them and the incoming one them suppose manage things as it is hot now, as it is good. Now, it is very important. Yes, the law declare, the law talk say, incumbents na them be the only legal. Now them will be say law give power. Now them be say law stamp say now be they in charge of the state till the day when be say now be your last day for office, your tenure don't finish. That day you cede power. You don't get power again to take decision as the CEO or the chief executive of the state. You no go fit again. So yes, incumbents still fit to take decisions even till the last test day. Yes, it is allowed. But the big question now, which kind of decision where incumbents they take now, and they talk about now, which kind of decision will they take? And how it go take affect the next government, because government in a continuation, how it go take affect the next government? Which kind of decisions will they take now? And how it go take affect the next government? Because the next government, the people they expect them, or normally what they expected from their hand, we say they go inherit some project, then add their own sense or add their own fresh new initiative them. Add them to the one when they say they don't inherit from the past government. You understand? And apart from those, they go if they get some kind of decisions from the past government, or some kind of projects, or kind of policies, some kind of things from the past government, we don't really enter, it don't really augur well, it don't really they go down well, they play out well. And the next government enter on board, that particular decision or policy or program or anything, it could be area of, you could just be like say you inherit problem. Make I give you another example. For instance, subsidy matter. Since Lati other equal Lati 1999 self. Last 1999. Eh? Don't they talk about subsidy. Small time, the conversation can't tick. Subsidy removal. Subsidy is not sustainable. Subsidy removal. That one, they move. Ladies and gentlemen, this is now 2023 where we dey inside the show. Another government now, it gets the last days to sign out. Now, the next government go inherit that decision where nobody don't take. He go inherit the decision. What do you want to do? They don't pass the baton over to you, Chief, Chairman, His Excellency, Chairman, sir, Senior man. What you go do now about that particular decision? So the clumsy decisions or the decisions where they not really take or decision we take we not go well, we not all go well, if they pass them over to the next or the next government inherit them. Now it just be like say na sore point, it just be like say na baggage, it just be like say na weight, na load where that particular government inherit. So as the one when we say the D-Day on the reach, I talk about May 29. Many things there where we need to watch. Some governors don't they on ground serve. Some governors where governors elects. We hear for states like Benue, for states like Kano, when we say the governor elects, don't they give orders? Say make anybody know, even Tampa listening to the incumbents. That's the way they talk. We don't hear instances like that for different states so far. And then I'm not gonna lie you, the law, like I said, the law make them clear. The incumbent is the incumbent. Even 2 days to go, he's still the incumbent. We know saying time don't finish, but now him still did that seat as the executive governor of the state until the last day, unless say they impeach him. And I know things say if you say you want to start to impeach anybody now, you want to initiate the process of impeachment by now. I don't know what you want to achieve. You want to impeach anybody person who gets less than about 2 weeks or more, a little above 2 weeks or so to go. What do you want to impeach? Now you just be like say as the May 29 don't they reach, many of the governors elect now need to watch them, make them have calm down, arrange themselves, they plan themselves, put themselves together, put their ideas together, put their thoughts together, because instead of to say, made in the con the ginger, they put the quarrel, the fights, the incumbent, allow the incumbent, in already do now just few more days. You arrange yourself so that if you enter there, because especially when they find work, since don't be say if they give you the work, you can't take the first 1, 2, 3 weeks, 4 months, 5 months, 1 year, 6 months. Like 6 months, like with Presido when he first entered, it take about 6 months to get some appoint ministers, So some people that means you supposed don't show say, oh, I'm not ready for the work. You don't they come interview, they can't give you the work. You can't say as they collect the work, you want they learn, they try to do training how you go know how to do the work where you don't they apply for. You understand? So I'm not gonna lie you. We need to check all of these things. We need to check them. Governors elect, calm down. Incumbent governors, the decisions when they take now, they're very important. Incumbent senators, incumbent anything, incumbent everybody. The decisions when they take, they're very, very important, because especially if they go hand over, especially if no people when they say they go for second term, because some people they when we say then they go their second term, so now then still they there now. So when I want to continue, then they continue themselves, then they continue waiting, they don't start by themselves. So that one different. But they get people when they say then they hand over, some governors, then they hand over. Some they hand over to their person. Some they hand over to somebody else, like Kaduna State now. Governor Erufa they hand over to Ubasani when he be saying his own candidate when he support and from the same party. You understand? Some other states they would be say, for instance, for Abia states, Okezie Ikpeazu go hand over to Alex Oti. Alex Oti, now from Labour Party, Okezie Ikpeazu, na PDP. Now two different parties, two different people, two of them done the drag and sense. So, now so the team B. So, anyhow, when you take B, incumbent and incoming, whether on a senatorial level, on the governorship level, or anywhere level, we need to understand something. You know, these last days, these final days, this extra time, or we could just call on the last minutes, the last days, where we get before the handover. Now, very critical days, the kind of decisions, the kind of things that happen, it is very, very important. The kind of things that happen on both sides. The incoming, suppose don't they prepare by now so that on how you bust in, or you go hit the ground running, you go start to do things. Put your formation in place, put your striker, put your goalkeeper, put your defenders on line, everything. Mount your formation already and start to play your ball. You understand? Nobody say that after you can't start the what we met. We didn't know that what we met. We were shocked by what we met. We really like to hear this kind of comment. We were shocked by what we met. We didn't know that what we met was. We didn't know the loan was too much. We didn't know that what we met on ground. Hello, wanna leave because that's in there on ground there where everybody they campaign. That thing has been on ground. So you are expected, you will define that work to know waiting to do about that thing with on ground since. So if you're how you enter, start to tackle that thing. All the things that when you talk so you could do for your manifesto, make them begin to manifest. Make your manifesto begin to manifest. Let me say that time now you can't get excuse or explanation why some of the things where you plan, you know if you do them, and then you go come they expect people, you come they say, give us some credit. We try. At least if somebody that said they will do 5 things, if they did 3, they try. You come they encourage yourself for some things where you know do. You're going to give yourself kudos. When people don't really give you kudos, you by yourself go to give yourself kudos. Say we really tried because what we said we are going to tackle A, B, C, D, E. We tackled A, B. Did we not try? Give us some credit. When we came in, we reduced it drastically. No. Tackle them like you talk for your manifesto. No, go halfway. You can't do half, or you do rich middle. You say you don't try. So after all, when you inherit, when on a government enter, not be here on a midterm, on a carry the thing, come from here to here, and they talk about anything, nothing in particular, any sector, any area, any tier of government. You go come to hear different excuses and explanations why you know if you do the things where they your manifesto, or why you know if you do the things where you talk so you could do. None at the time to cross your T's, dot your I's, make you ready yourself. Then that one we don't talk and move on over for the governors elect. Then the incumbent will still sit down for chair. We don't see different things. We don't see different things. Even as we see where governors elect some don't issue orders to bank and public officers, we don't still see incumbents where just they make some kind of new appointment, like the governor of some of the governors actually, and then you go see some people when they say incumbent, your time don't finish, you they make appointment, you they change appointment, you they collect loan. We'll go talk about that loan on well. In fact, if you don't follow us, you're gonna say Great Safil. They always day on ground Wednesdays, but the Great Safil, our favorite day of the week, don't change. If you know, Great Safil go day on ground today, and we will talk more about loans, both the ways and means loans and all of that, and how what really they play out for that area. We'll talk more about them later for the big talk. Okay, but then you go see incumbent governor we get less than 1 month or less than 3 weeks to go. You they collect loan, you they make appointment, you they, you they collect contracts, you they give contract. What do you want make? How you want make it take play out? How you want make the continuation take be with your with the incoming governor? Okay, so because the incoming governor go come enter, that person who you employ, where you appoint 2 weeks to go, the incoming governor will still come, sack him, appoint his own person. You understand? So make the person just be maybe a special assistant or maybe commissioner. You can just come on one commissioner for your state, put another commissioner there. The commissioner could just serve for 2 weeks before the new governor enter, putting on commissioner. So you could be commissioner for sports, for instance, for 2 weeks. What did really they happen? Some of the decisions, these last minute decisions where the incumbent governors they take, most of them, people they argue, many people they talk and say they're more political than result oriented. They don't really define any result. They don't really want to add any value. Just political decisions. That's not what many people they talk. Some of them now to just reward some people. Some of them make I just reward this guy. Make him just collect this thing for 2 weeks. At least he didn't CV. He didn't profile. Or maybe one reason or another reason. But again, like we talk, on both sides of the divide, we need to check we need to manage the transition, manage them in such a way when it be say, because we know say there can never be a vacuum, government has to continue. We manage them in such a way that when the new government enter, make the new government no can go make you no go take the first one month first the rest, or take the first 1 month first the sweat. I don't know how I go use put up. The first 1 month or first 1 year, you go get himself because of the heap of things when you need to tidy up where they leave behind. It just be like say person will pack out of house. He pack out of the house, He ruffle the house, leave things, hang things for warm. So person you where they pack in, before you go pack in, you go take an extra time. Maybe if the house they clean, all you need to do is just, maybe mop the grounds, clean the walls and everything. You move in. But house where they litter, come on, bust the ground, crack the wall, hang things everywhere. They messed up. The door handles, no, they work. The windows slides. Some of the windows don't crack, don't break. You go take a little time to renovate the house before you go enter. That time when you take the renovate time they go. Before you go pack in. Now so you take B. Make incumbents no go ruffle the house so that when they elect them, all of the elect them, come they enter, they go come take the first 1, 2, 3 months or 1 year, 2 years of their tenure to take the tidy the house first. Before they even actually pack in, come settle down, come start to leave for the house. They go first take a little time, take tidy up the house. Make we not for the house like that. That's not the moral of the story. And my church mind be this one. You fit agree with me, you fit no agree with me. But I'm waiting them in chairs this morning. Check your time. 7 minutes before 7 o'clock. They call me the chief priest, Ezemmuo, one oracle of the citizens. Now my church mind I clear you so. And we will talk more about some of these loans and some of these decisions by the incumbent when it be said they take for this last minute, when it be said they affect or if it affect positively or negatively the incoming government. We'll go check them out much later for the big talk. Don't touch your radio. This one is Ctizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. They call me the chief priest. And they come back, make I arrange myself 7 o'clock when they check what in paper they talk. On a good morning.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Ctizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Ctizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Ctizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
Hi, my name is Rita Ezemmuo Okoro, the founder and lead visionary of Street Project Foundation. Join the Street Project Foundation ambassadors Fridays, 8:30 a.m. on Ctizen FM 93.7. We will be addressing key social issues such as xenophobia, police brutality, religious intolerance, youth profiling, insecurity, and other social issues in our radio drama series titled Omo, This is Real Life. Remember, Fridays, 8:30 a.m. on Ctizen FM 93.7.
93.7 Ctizen FM.
Let's talk about it on our favorite radio station.
We're more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
and we day happy say day here because we go run through the newspapers together, and then we will do the big talk together this morning on Top of the Radio. Great Safio, good morning, sir. Philemon Ajakuko.
Good morning.
Good to see you again.
Yes, I heard you talking something earlier. I think I should make I should correct you on something.
Yes.
You say make we dot the eyes. We don't dot our eyes so till we not see again. So make it a suffer they dot all these eyes. if you cross the teeth, but leave the eyes alone, I think.
And then they dot eyes, they don't dot eye. People don't see again. So let's cross the T's and leave the I.
Leave the I.
Don't stop dotting the I. Okay. All right. So quickly, make we dive inside. This morning, waiting paper, they talk with, they see them here this day. All of them plenty for here. So many of the papers. Make we just start with Business Day this morning. The big headline for Business Day say Nigeria's Nigeria's infra core in limbo as CBN delays seed funding. That one day there. Now, news analysis, what in Business Day drop here, one of the things we catch attention, they say Nigeria's debt burden re-echoes danger of rubber stamp lawmakers. Safil, it talks about Nigeria's debt burden re-echoes danger of rubber stamp lawmakers.
That is what we have experienced the last 8 years, and it's extremely dangerous. And now you see it playing out again in this post-election period.
Yes, where people they pick their favorites for whatever reason.
Although it is for the person at the top.
Yes,
it is enticing because you want to pick somebody. You want somebody you can work with. But you see, working with somebody and compromising on that division of labor or what they call separation of power,
checks and balances,
can be extremely dangerous for the country.
If you're all on the same page,
if you're all on the same page all the time, page not going to fit on well. And so that is why the guys at the National Assembly, they should really stand firm to ensure that they pick somebody that they think will be able to deliver, not for the government alone, but for the people. I was looking through a headline on Premium Times yesterday, and I really felt bad that most of the people who are gunning for the top post are people under investigation. Hi! Now, what does that do for us? But to come back to the question, we do not want a National Assembly that just stamps or
everything from the executive.
Their job is not to
put everybody on check. Judiciary, executive.
Their job is oversight.
Check.
They need to check what is coming from the executive so that we will be safe. Otherwise, we are going down the hill.
All right. Now, another headline, even the balls for social media, because many people don't get this concern, say, waiting to happen, shall we go see another version of waiting we already get? Because this one say 19 days to swearing in. Tinubu jets out to Europe. Now, many people don't talk. Some people say in a walking visit, you go arrange some things, to invite investors. Some people say, maybe in a health to check up, and then people can't get that concern. Say, you sure say we're not going to get this frequent jetting out, just like we already get now, where people know they too like.
This morning I woke up. When I woke up, I started thinking about a poem. I'm working on the poem right now.
I don't read one of your poems. Very, very. It busts my head.
So it beats me that we have this affection for traveling out. I heard the handler of the president-elect saying is going to attract investors.
Yes, walking visits. Say no be rest or
Let
vacation.
me ask you a question.
But people say never start walking now.
No, wait. United Arab Emirates is one of the biggest attractor of investment.
Yes.
How many times
do they
have
jet into this?
How many times you see the guy, the president there jetting out to go and attract investors,
or jetting into Nigeria,
to come out? So let's not kid around ourselves. Whatever he's going out there to do, may it be. That's my prayer. May it be for the good of the country. But let us not form the habit of this current president, who has been more out than any other president,
Right.
perhaps in history. We blamed Obasanjo for jetting in and out.
But now we apologize to you.
Now we had President Buhari who spent months outside.
All
now,
right.
whether it's for Medicare or we don't know. There's nobody that can, because government lying is part of government all over the world. Governments lie a lot, so we can never tell exactly what is going on. But that's my prayer, that whatever is going to do out there will be for the benefit of Nigeria.
Nigeria
That's just it,
and
yeah.
Nigerians.
And Nigerians, yes.
Interesting. So, but then there's this other headline now we did here. This one say tribunal rules on Atiku's live broadcast motion today, because Atiku will not talk, as well as the Labour Party. The Labour Party, PDP, Atiku and Peter Obi, all of them, they've been done, push the motion, say make tribunal, make the stream or broadcast the proceedings live. They don't they talk, this talk don't they on now. So, and then today, then they talk, so they go rule whether or not they go beam them live, or they go broadcast the tribunal, the proceedings of the tribunal live. So I don't know how you see them, because some people don't talk, say yes. In fact, many people they call, even the supporters of the two sides, some people say yes, made a stream and live, so that people will win go know, people will lose go know.
You remember I talked here many months, some weeks, I don't know whether months now ago, that we need to do that thing. The reason is simple. It will help Nigerians to understand how the law works. What arguments were made and how the judges arrived at certain decisions. It's very, very helpful. I'm a heavy consumer of Court TV. You know, it's an American program, and DSTV and all that. I mean, Discovery ID on DSTV. So you get to know the mind of the judges. You get to know how the issues were articulated, how decisions were arrived at. But if you ask me to give my prediction, it's about 90 to 10 against airing live. Nigerian judges that I know, they are very secretive. They don't want to be exposed to the public and all that. It's part of our tradition.
Yes.
So I don't. It will be a miracle. Let me say it that way. It will be a miracle for the judges to rule, to say, let's have ourselves
because
on TV.
our bench people, like you talk, they're very conservative for this part of the world.
Yes.
Not true. Most of them, you go even barely see their picture for pages of newspaper.
Exactly.
Well, we know their name,
but you hardly see them.
But anyway, we'll see how you take turn out. On to the next one. The Guardian this morning, 11 minutes past 7 o'clock, with a check waiting the papers. The talk on top of Ctizen FM 93.7. This one, a super Citizen at sunrise. Sarfield, the great Sarfield, they with us this morning with a check on The Guardian. The big headline for The Guardian, he talks a NAS leadership. Sarfield, this one now, the whole drama or Higi Haga where they happen inside of NAS. He said NAS leadership, more cracks as APC House divides against itself. Now this one gets to do with the recent who could become
the mistake APC go make. If you be waiting happen for 2015 when Saraki,
yes,
while they were busy talking who go enter, who not go enter,
the opposition
regroup and put Saraki there, and that became a big issue, because one thing you must also understand is this: there is need for the National Assembly to have a cordial relationship with the executive. Okay, not a master-servant relationship, but a cordial relationship.
We are not at war. We know the fight,
not at war,
but we are not subject to anything where you like manipulation.
So, if you want certain individuals, or if you are interested in certain individuals emerging, you must manage the process in such a way, you know what they say in psychology. You can make somebody do what you want and make him feel that he's doing what he wants. So if you don't manage that process very well, then on day one, you have an issue on your hand. And anything you bring to the assembly, or the National Assembly in this case, will become contentious, even though it might not be contentious in and of itself. So the president-elect must be very careful in treading this line so that we don't go back to a National Assembly where the executive and the assembly members are busy fighting themselves. While Nigerians are waiting for the so-called dividends of democracy. That's my take on that one.
Interesting. Makes sense. Then the headline about the trip, they say Tinubu's overseas trip stay reactions. We don't talk about that one. Then this headline says Buhari seeks Senate approval to spend $800 million palliative loan. This one, we go talk more about this one for the big talk, because this one now one of the key things we will talk about the big talk. So mono dive in for inside. Then those ones are waiting to the Guardian. On to the next one. Daily Trust Day here. The big headline say doubts over Buhari's fresh 800 million loan request. Now the big headline when they slap for the cover page for there. All right, the writers they talk say Nigeria fast exceeding borrowing limit. This one are the scary part, Safil. I just they tempted to enter this matter. I don't say if we enter this matter now.
We're not going.
So we'll go talk about all of this for inside of the big talk this morning. But then the big headline with the Daily Trust. Then we on to the next one. We enter inside of the Punch. The big headline for the Punch. It says Senate presidency. This one now still got to do with the tussle for there. They say dissent in APC. Aspirants demand fresh zoning formula inside APCO.
How many times they go zone the thing?
You know, they say
you rezone and rezone. You know the mistake APC made. See, from day one, you set the agenda. You have a mind map of what happens if what happens. That way, you have an early buy-in. But what they have done is they don't cook the food. The food they don't serve it. Now you want distribute. You want tell people how much of the food they go chop, without giving any regard to how much of the cooking they participated in. That is where this higgy haga they come from.
Yes, now where they come from.
It just goes to show that the party as a ruling party did not properly plan it. It's remember what happened that time when they talk whether the presidential candidate will come from north or that yes. Should have been scenario should have been painted much earlier, but they didn't do that.
Maybe in a constitution or something, or an agreement.
But they didn't do that.
But I think I don't know what I call them, unwritten or unspoken law because we've been getting one. We get our friend the APC chief that will come around. When we ask her some of these questions, he say, "What did they do?" We say, "Now who work? Then go chop. If you don't deliver your area." Don't come and demand for a principal office. Say Southeast, they don't really deliver for the ruling party. So may they not come stake that claim. So now the argument where the man bring come outside with that. So,
well, you see, for me, I'm not really that interested in their infighting.
Yes.
It doesn't pick me. It doesn't prick me at all. What I am interested in is their internal fighting should not get out of the field of play into the street and involve Nigerians who are waiting for them to deliver. That's just my take.
Interesting. All right, so we see all of them there for inside of the Punch. The four men on trial for killing cousin. That one day there. Lagos arraigns Ezemmuo for terrorism. That one get to do with the comment where Ezemmuo of Lagos make that particular time when he say he go bring in IPOB to, and then they say they go arraign him now for terrorism based on that comment, because actually that comment they very incited, because you already know, say tension day, you already know, say IPOB na proscribed group, and then they say you want to bring them in to fight. So I believe that's a part of why they hold them for instead of custody.
But there should be also some element of equity in seeking for justice. A lot of people made inflammatory statements during that time.
How many of them are in custody?
How many of them are you see, that is why people get this idea at the back of their mind that some sections of the country
are being marginalized,
are being treated differently. You and I are here. We saw what happened. The different comments that were made in that same Lagos. So why are we doing this?
True.
But what can I say? I wish everybody good luck.
All right, so make we check quickly on top this day newspaper. Akeredolu APC zoning of NAS leadership skewed, unjust, targeted against some zones and individuals. That one day there, we don't already scratch them. Tinubu departs Nigeria for Europe on walking visits. Now, what they call a walking visit. Dan Gote, NNPC can become Africa's Saudi Aramco with right decisions.
We should not be making a comparison. Aramco, it's possible, but you see, Aramco. Do you know Aramco is the biggest oil company in the world right now?
But they're saying the NNPC can become Africa's Saudi Aramco.
It depends on how you sow the khaki. Because if you sow khaki when too big for somebody, you not go even see them. We know how NNPC has been acting. This is a company that was set up many years ago. We know their trajectory. We know their history. It is not anywhere near what Aramco is doing, because the issue of Aramco came up at the conference, the energy conference we had last month, and it was exhaustively treated. Now, can NNPC be like Aramco?
That's a big question.
That's a big question, because the parameters, I never see them at all. That when you have a corporation that is sitting on top of resources, we are talking about 206 trillion cubic feet of gas and 37 billion barrels of oil, and we are borrowing money. So what is NNPC doing to extract this money from our resources? NNPC that has not been able to manage 4 refineries. I heard you talking about subsidy a few months.
Yes.
Since 2007, when we tried to privatize those refineries, calculate 2007 to now. Meanwhile, an individual, when did they start constructing, what's the name? Dangote refinery. It was 2016 or 2017. So we are talking about like 6 years ago. Meanwhile, for how many years we could not build one refinery? We couldn't
refurbish the existing ones.
Ezemmuo, it's a criminal conduct that I am looking forward to that government that will bring those criminals to book. I am really looking forward to it.
Wow. Very strong one for there. Then on to the next one. We see this one, we say respite as court bars NBC from imposing fines on broadcast stations. I don't know whether you hear this one.
I hear
the writer said nullifies the 2019 fines. We didn't give 45 stations 5 million naira fine. We didn't give 45 stations. They nullify them.
They busy. They throw away fine up and down. Blah, blah. You see, that's
because they make people they fear
and
to
you
talk.
Cannot. You should not censor the press. It has never worked. If it works, it kills the society. We're not talking about irresponsible broadcasting.
No.
We are talking about responsible broadcasting that brings people to account.
Yes.
That I feel very bad.
That watchdog responsibility.
The press is what keeps leaders on check. That was why a famous American president said he would rather face the gun than face the press. So the press has a duty, and it's a constitutionally guaranteed duty. NBC should not be intimidating journalists. So you go to a studio, you are afraid to talk because of and I have seen it. Sometimes you ask question, or you see somebody say, no, don't go there. But
never happens.
It happens. But you, even as somebody who is a guest,
yes,
you should also be guided by principles.
Yes.
That there are certain things you can say and there are certain things you cannot say.
Yes.
And I also know, as somebody who studied mass communication, that I could say one thing in 2 different ways and you may not perceive it the same way.
True.
So I may say something very, very nasty, but I could say it so nicely that you will have a smile from the person you are saying it to. So NBC, I am glad the courts have stepped in. I even hear now that the ECOWAS court has also stepped in.
ECOWAS courts, the matter down the entire ECOWAS court.
So let's clear that area and give. There's a particular station I stopped listening to in this city just because the journalists there have imposed so much on themselves that even the law imposes on them. And I said, I can't listen
So
to
much
this.
restriction.
Yes.
So
you
much
can't,
restriction.
You can't say anything.
Yes, I agree with you when you talk about responsible broadcasting.
Right.
Or irresponsible broadcasting. I agree with that part because we even the talk I'm here, circle of reasoning, no talk, if you come outside for instance, talk say so like somebody they call say this country is rot, let us destroy. No, if you destroy away one country.
That's right.
That is extreme. However, we believe to encourage people to express themselves. Now, when people, then be that feedback we talk about, we hear from people, and that is how the government get to know where the pulse they, where the people they feel what they feel. So, and if you silence that voice, now me say okay, you just want it. Now me say now monarchy.
It means we are finished.
Now monarchy. Now authoritarianism. We're not supposed to be like that. So, anyway, interesting one, and I did happy, like you said, say court self don't put mouths for inside of the matter. But we see how it's the be on top of the radio. We still there here. The Nation newspaper up next. We'll open the phone line shortly. Make we hear from you. 7:24 on our waiting time to talk. On top of the Nation newspaper, we still the check. APC pledges. Revisit of zoning amid lawmakers' protest. Well, we don't talk about that one. They like me, they revisit them. If they don't like me, they don't revisit them.
We they wait for them for Palo.
We they wait for
when
them.
they finish their business.
When they finish their own meeting inside room, may they come for Palo. May they visit us for Palo. May we talk how we go take move the country
forward. That's
forward.
right.
Now what we want here. May they finish their own for inside house there. Anyway, that one day there for inside of the big headline for Vanguard. Now, still the senators-elect, reps-elect move to open contest. All of them did the same thing. Then Buhari writes to Senate. Okay, that one we'll talk about $800 million loan. They asked for approval. That one did there. Okay, if like so most of the headlines, we don't scratch them. We'll open the phone lines now. On top of the matter, 0903 22 29 797, 0818 22 22 205, 0818 22 22 206. All now the numbers we will take talk this morning. Then you want to send us message for WhatsApp 0818 22 22 205. Now, Safil, you get this headline with here. It's a UK court permits Kanu to appeal judgment in favor of FCDO. But okay, no, I think say now the case of Nnamdi Kanu, but maybe another headline they talk about. All right, so make we collect who they decide this morning. Hello.
Double tip Ezemmuo.
Morning to you. Isa Chiku.
Yes.
Isa Chiku, Super Ctizen from Masaka. Welcome to you. Good morning.
Your headlines are very rich this morning.
Well, now the newspapers then.
That was said.
Yes.
What we are saying that Mr. President is going. It remains 17 or 18 or 19 days for him to go. Why is he looking for this long for? I always tell you, this government, they behave like that, and now they break for them. It is very bad. Nigeria are suffering from problems, and they are creating more problems. Where will the incoming government start to pay this loan?
All right. All right.
And then secondly, this National Assembly saga problem.
National Assembly what?
National Assembly is also for power.
Okay.
They are trying to bring in another robust National Assembly like the worst one like Amenawa. So what we are asking that the National Assembly should focus on how to get their own leader, but they are not children. Many of them senior children from there in that office.
Okay.
Yeah, so they should allow them to get their leader so that Nigeria will move forward.
All right, thank you so much.
Their work is to oversight
function. Yes.
And when the president wants the president that he will put in pocket whatever he sends, they should pass it, whether it is in favor of Nigeria or not. Is it a democracy?
Okay.
To stop this military democracy we are practicing in this country.
All right. Thank you so much, Isa Shiku, for that one. We don't talk. I don't hear one new one. Who should be military democracy again? I don't know. Who be this morning?
Ezemmuo.
Morning, my brother. Who they talk? Where they call us from?
Morning. My name is Dan Isa.
Dan Isa.
Yes, I'm calling you for the first time.
Wow.
Just like your program, Ezemmuo.
Thank you, my brother Dan Isa. Before you come out, I will give you something. Make you take hold of your side. Go ahead. Where they call us from, Dan Isa?
problem. I'm calling from Central area.
From Central area. Go ahead, my brother.
Yes, I'm talking of this APC of the rezoning or trying to think about rezoning. Where are the likes of Saraki? At least to upturn whatever they are trying to do in that place.
So, hold on, make I understand you. They talk about APC, ba?
Yes, there is zoning of Senate President whatsoever. I'm trying to say, where are the likes of Saraki? People that know what to do so that they will not be pushed around.
Okay.
And the National Assembly wake up to know what they are doing, not to be rubber stampers, what is happening now. And what is the extent of taking $8 billion loan when we have about 2 weeks to go from office? It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
All right.
Honestly, it's not necessary.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Danny, sir. I'll get something for you. Make I just give you make you take your side as the first time when they call us. Collect this one. Thank you for that one we don't talk this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, I understand what you did talk. So where people will be like Saraki, because when you say the likes of Saraki, I can't wonder Saraki no day there now. But I understand what you did talk. We can take a few more calls this morning. Hello, who did decide?
Hello, good morning, Ezemmuo.
Good morning to you. Who they talk? NHA Joba?
Yes, from Yanya.
NHA Joba from Yanya. Morning to you. Now the only lady where they call us for this morning show be this one. You too much. Welcome. Make we hear you.
Thank you. My little contribution, Ezemmuo.
Yes.
You see, but I want to take you back to 2015 before Buhari come on throne.
Okay.
Before Buhari came on throne, there are money realized. I don't know whether you remember.
Okay,
there
go ahead.
There are some people that have that stole money. They stole money realized.
Yes, they return money. Yes, they return. Yes, that time. Of course. Go ahead.
Do you know that today we are talking? Snakes swallow that money. Nobody knows about it. This is the money that we heard that it can feed Nigerian for years. Under Buhari, but the money lost. Nigerian doesn't know where about the money. On that, Buhari in his regime, he kept doing business of borrowing money, lending, borrowing money, till this moment that it remained 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks to leave Aso Rock. Why is he going for borrowing? What can that give to the what sense that what can they say a common man reason of that act?
The borrowing.
If you ask me now, I have I can tell you the reason behind that act, but I will not talk. You understand?
All right.
So it should not bother. I still said it. It should not bother. Every good work he has done to Nigeria, he should leave the rest. I'm waiting for the elect. It will continue for him.
All right.
Send my message to Buhari. He should not bother borrowing any money.
All right.
We are Nigeria. It should not put us in more trouble ahead.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, NHJ, thank you for that one. Very passionate one there. Thank you, Safil. I don't know whether you hear.
I think you should give a guarantee that you're going to deliver that message to the president. That's what she needs, and I think you should do it on air so we can hold you to account. If I come here on Thursday, I will ask you whether you have done.
Well, I will just give the message right here on air, but not be right now. But I will give the message on air. All right, thank you so much, NHJ, for that one. A few more calls there quickly. Who they decide now? Who they talk about? Jeremiah, who cover you for inside of this thing? Come out from the container where you did now.
I don't cover. Are you here too?
Yeah. Welcome. Morning to you, Jeremiah from Outer. Make we hear you.
It seems like APC, they are not learning lessons. What government Buhari done since 2015 about the marginalization. Let them bring this Senate president to the South Sea. The time when Buhari come back, the 2015 from London, he said that he will not give the same people who vote in 5% and 95%. Is that can make it in this country? You understand? Let APC learn from Sudan, from Ethiopia. Marginalization brings division in any aspect. When in your family you just marginalize one person or two person, there must not be peace in the family. You understand? Let Nigeria learn from all these past events that happened that it's not all go well for Nigeria. They should this thing to the south, Senate president or speaker to the southeast. That is complicated law. When you win an election, you are Nigeria or not for party, not for section of this country. They should stop it. It's not good.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
Tinubu make some mistakes. I'm telling you, what will happen if the 2015 will continue. And I'm not paying for that. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you so much for that one, Jeremiah from Outer Balefi. Jeremiah say marginalization breeds division.
I want to concur with what he said, and I call it a national autoimmune sickness.
Which one?
PDP.
Autoimmune.
An autoimmune sickness is very difficult to cure because now the body now they fight itself.
Yes, they fight the immune system.
PDP did the same mistake that got them out of power, and it is the same mistake that APC is doing. If you bring another party today, it's going to do the same mistake. It's like they enjoy this kind of scenario. That's what keeps them active.
Conflict.
Yes, conflict. Not just conflict, unnecessary conflict, self-imposed conflict. They just enjoy doing it. They will see the right thing to do, they will not do it. They will go the wrong direction, and then when they go the wrong, you see everybody screaming, "Oh, this is not just, this is not blah 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 blah." So that is why sometimes I don't pay attention to what they are doing. They then finish whatever they are doing.
Yes.
Then they declare the result of what they have done, and then they engage the Nigerian people. Let us get to that point.
All right. Who did decide, I beg? Good morning.
Ezemmuo, good morning, sir.
Morning to you. Who they talk this morning now?
Phil, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
ID is my name.
ID. Where
Good morning, sir.
ID. Always they give us ID from make we know sharply. And then yes, ID from Duseko.
Yeah.
Go ahead quickly.
Congratulations to the press. Congratulations to the media. Congratulations to ordinary Nigerians.
Let me see you can talk anything like now.
Where the stakeholders. Without Nigerians, there will be no president. No president will rule in Liverpool. But congratulations to the press, to Nigerians. Congratulations to the lovers of this great country. Congratulations to Nigerians that believe in Nigeria. Not leaders that will rule and decide to leave Nigeria and go as far as Nigeria, because that leader wants to run away from Aston Villa.
All right.
Now the court has ruled that yes, NBC is never a law court to impose fine on any media houses or outlet or platform. But I really want a step to be taken further. The activities of the NBC should be probed, especially during the time of the acting DG, that Professor Armstrong. If their finances is probed, you will realize the fact that yes, NBC, they are not supposed to even regulate anything. They're supposed to be regulated. Congratulations to Nigerians.
They are supposed to be regulated.
No, we need to regulate ourselves, just like what Phil said. You can't come on radio and talk irresponsibly. As Nigerians, cannot just come around and talk. You must gauge whatever you say.
Okay.
You must criticize your government constructively, not destructively. Not that you come on here and you bring some features facts, some feature figures that you cannot back up.
Okay. Just try them up so that we will take another call.
So what I want to say now is this. The activities of NBC should be proved. It should be proved. So that Nigerians will now know that the so-called watchdog was eating what that watchdog supposed to know. Especially during the time of Professor Armstrong. The acting DG before he made a training.
All right.
Congratulations to Nigerians.
All right.
Congratulations to Nigerian workers, Nigerian journalists. Congratulations to all of us.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy yourself. I am enjoying.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother, for that one. We don't talk. Hello, who they decide quickly?
Good morning, my brother. This is Kennedy.
Kennedy, very quickly.
Carol.
Kennedy from Carol, very quickly. Make we hear you. Morning.
West End. I just one thing I want to discuss. You read about you read one headline.
Yes.
I was trying to get it right, but I think I didn't get it right. We were talking about is it the
Ezemmuo in Lagos, yes. They're one of the papers, yes. Where they be yes.
So you talk about bringing an IPOP to Lagos.
Yes, and then he's been in custody since then. So they talk, so they go arraign him. They could bring him go court. So yes.
If this government want prove to us say get specific tribe where they fight for. You get one person way from this present political party we stop people say person no fit come out vote in own political party, maybe better stay at home. They don't want to show us say Nigeria is divided. If you belong to a certain political party, your sins are not counted. If you go ahead and arrest that young man, prove to us that whoever that is in this country, no matter the part of the country you are, if you commit any crime, you'll be arrested. That's where I will stop. So we are waiting to see them do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Straight to the point. Say anybody will make inflammatory statements, just like Safil don't talk earlier. No, they one-sided. No pick who you go arrest and who you no go arrest. Who they here this morning? Hello?
Hello, Ezemmuo.
Morning to you. Quickly, who they talk there? Where they call us from?
Now, Chief Eze, they talk.
Chief Priest. Chief Eze, Chief Priest. My fellow Chief Priest. Where they call us from now? From Orozo, ba?
From Orozo.
Oh, yeah, now make we go, Chief Eze.
I hope this chief not be duplicate. No, they not go arrest you for London.
Chief Eze. If you get that joke. Chief Eze from Orozo, go ahead quickly.
I'm reacting to the statement that our president-elect is getting out again.
For walking visits.
For walking visits. In fact, that is the underlying reason.
Okay, now that reason you get problem with.
In Port Harcourt, when he governor of River State, he hosted him. The president-elect made it clear.
Chief Eze, make him fast.
There should be no two presidents in the country. It's only one president at a time.
Okay.
So he does not have this constitutional right to go for a walking visit on behalf of Nigerians now until he is inaugurated.
So he no go to arrange some things when go use when he enter office.
That will be on private capacity, which anybody can do, including myself. But let his handlers not tell us that he has gone for a walking visit. It's not done.
Okay.
Sometimes when you want to lie to kids, sometimes you will contradict yourself. You will not have the ground to stand again.
All right.
I'm not saying this because it is a Tinubu. I'm saying this because the right thing should be done.
Okay.
It seems Nigeria is not. Let me not abuse some words, but we are not happy this time around. It will take us time. The sitting president spent most of his time outside Nigeria. Now we are getting another president that we would have seen a one week travel. See how we're going to revert the country.
All right. Thank you so much, Chief Eze.
Let us pray. One day we will get a competent and a capable leader that can take us to our destination.
Okay, thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. So I feel it's a 1 week, one travel. But then,
see, when people are elected as president, when you have a president-elect,
yes,
his work has actually started. He needs to get some things done.
Act together.
Yeah, I think the problem Nigerians are having is this patience for jumping out of the country.
Yes,
that is what you see. A serious country that is the destination of investors does not necessarily need the president to be out there.
Yes.
They will come because they see. You see, it's like when chicken they look corn. You won't chop up. He go come. Whether you put trap near them or not, it will come. People go to war zones to go and invest. I hope you know that. So let us not. this habit of jumping is becoming irritating.
Even at that, the act of traveling itself not be the issue per se. Waiting I feel or waiting with I don't the sense from people will be say because people don't experience them for this government and we don't see anything will come out from them. In fact, it was so frequent, it was annoying to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So based on that one, people can say, are we going to see it again now?
And do you know why? At different conferences I've attended, people continue to talk about one thing and one thing, the enabling environment. Once you don't have that enabling environment, if you like, travel to Japan, travel to Mecca, travel to the moon and the stars, investors will not come. Let me tell you something. The oil that we are so proud of here, guess what? A lot of companies now are preferring to invest their money in Angola, in Morocco, in Egypt, than coming to Nigeria. That is what the president-elect should be looking at.
All right. Hello, who they decide?
Good morning.
Morning to you there. Who they talk?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This na Bode na. Na Bode na. Don't hear even. Bode Alpha. Bode from here, my man. How you doing?
Ezemmuo, wow. This your bag. I better look inside very well. As the chief priest of the country. As the chief custodian.
I'm not the chief priest of this country. I'm not the chief priest of this country. I beg, calm down. You are running too fast. Which one be chief priest of the country? Now only for Ctizen FM here, for radio.
Make it not make us say come pick this guy here.
That's good. We have people like you at the energy sector is suffering.
Yes.
It's a sad story. We have experts like you who have gone around. I think I've listened to people who saw the simplicity of making the energy sector very easy.
Yeah.
But because the cabal, the so-called cabal, the people who are having free money, don't think that they can have more free money if they invest more in the country. It's just a sad story. And they are comparing themselves. We are comparing ourselves to Aramco, Saudi Aramco.
Right.
It's a fallacy. It's a daydream talk.
Yeah.
You understand? There are people who are serious, who look at things vividly and take a bold step. This country that we are still waiting for who will take that bold step and look at the people in the face and damn them and say to hell with them and we are waiting. Maybe this government will do it, we don't know. But with the handwriting that we are seeing now from the Senate issue, I'm not seeing anything serious in this government.
Well, it's too early. It's too early to. That's the incoming government.
It's a personal opinion.
I know it's a personal opinion, but the government never even starts. It's just like say Pikin where they never born. They say this Pikin is a useless child. They never born the Pikin. Let me give them a chance.
No, it has a point.
I understand. Based on what you see from the Senate, internal crisis, the jetting out. I know. But then let's give them a chance.
We pray that things happen. The issue of Saudi Aramco and Nigeria is a sad story. When I look at the energy sector, that's why I always ask Safil, what does it even take to build a refinery as an expert in the energy sector? I've been asking this question and Safil has not answered me. I know the topic is probably the first topic has not come on.
He's here now.
I will answer now.
He will answer you.
The $800 million.
Yes.
Ezemmuo, you know that we started paying interest on that money. We borrowed that money since last year. The $800 million. Go and check. We borrowed that money since last year. I will not spend it. We are still deliberating on it. I will start paying interest on it. So the country that wants to improve does just business. The money that you do not spend, you borrowed it already and you kept it somewhere. And at the end of the day, somebody will benefit from that interest. And when you kept that money now, there is an interest accruing on it. Nobody will account for that money. And maybe Ezemmuo, go and check as a journalist. We brought that money since last year.
All right.
Just
No one.
Are we serious?
Yes.
Are we serious?
All right, Bode, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for that one. We don't talk this morning. Straight to the point. Hello, who did decide very quickly?
Morning, Chief Ezemmuo.
Morning to you there, Max Man.
Morning to Safi, yeah.
Morning,
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Thank you. Our president writing to Senate say, I go to spend $800 million loan for palliative. Make you not forget, say they leave behind 77 trillion naira debt for this man to handle. you get less than 30 days to go.
No, less than
More,
20.
800 million when he day for there. You not go live and for the man, make the man call take start. You want to share and handle and to take the way which problem you want to take and solve before you go come out from there.
All right. All
if
right.
we not see our leadership position for saying a position where they go exploit Nigerians. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. Leadership position, not before exploitation. Who they decide this morning? Good morning to you there.
Good morning.
I greet you.
Thank you very much, David.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Samuel from Abu.
Yeah, Samuel from Abu.
Oh, yeah, now make we go ahead quickly.
I greet
Safil, correct?
I collect your greeting, my brother.
And enjoy your conversation. The situation of this country, if you go think too much, you get attention. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much. All right, you just want to greet us. Thank you for that one. Who they decide?
Ctizen Olusola, they decide, sir.
Ctizen Olusola, graciously. Let's go. From where?
We thank God. From central area, very close to your office there.
All right, Ctizen Olusola from central area. Make we hear from you.
Thank you. On issue of journalists, this is a Citizen radio, and I know what come out of your radio, your station.
Yes.
But if you listen to some station, my brother, they can cause wahala in this Nigeria. As your speaker has said, actually there are some stations I will never listen to again because they have already divided the system already. They are so biased, they are so sentimental. So to me, finding some of them is very, very necessary. It's not everything that you see that is can cause wahala you just put on the air, which including social media also. Thank you. I like that time. And again, sir, on the issue of Tinubu, when it is how journalists write it. The man went with his own money without using any government money. But he now let it say visiting city. He visited it on his own, not publicly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Ctizen Olusola, for that one. Who they there? Hello. Morning to you. Who they talk to?
Now, ID Noble,
my man from Orozo, accurate timekeeper. Welcome. Yes. Make we hear from you quickly. Yes.
You see, I want to comment on this House of Reps people that are gathering together to say they don't want the nomination already made. You see, when you look at all of them, which of them can you say really have the character? How do they do ganging up together now? One of them has a murder case on his neck, and he still have the audacity to come forward, say he wants to become the Speaker of House of Reps. You can see what is happening in this country. One of them has a case of about 1.4 trillion that is yet to tell people how he went about spending that money. And a lot of things are on their necks. I told you yesterday that what is in fact honorable about these people? What is that thing that makes us called
distinguished senator?
They are also in Alo chamber. See, until we get it right, honestly, they are going nowhere. It's not a cost. It is not only competence, but I tell you, character. There was a leader in this country. He was the one that gave us the largest estate in West Africa. He was the one that gave us a very powerful hospital in this country. He used the philosophy of chop by chop. And that's what people like. They say, you can come give us what we want. Leave every other thing. We like it like that. We are yet to start. Only until we get it right in this country, I tell you, we are going nowhere.
All right. Thank you, ID Noble from Orozo. For that one, we don't talk. Safil, we don't scratch on that one. Some of the people where they go for this thing, they get issues to answer. Okay, quickly, we get short time. Make I rush some messages with you here for WhatsApp. Good morning, Chief Priest. The issue of National Assembly leadership now is just a rehearsal of power play. I can assure you that as soon as the president-elect take oath of office, the real politics will start and everything will fall in place and everybody will fall in line. Caller 9 talk so. No matter how good your product is, you still need to reach out to your target customers. Look at this soft drink brand with their popularity, they still advertise their product. So there's nothing wrong with my president-elect to reach out to investors, no matter how good the product is. Okay, thank you so much. your president-elect. Good morning. Buhari seeks Senate approval to borrow $800 million. If this outgoing Ninth Assembly approve this loan request by the president, they will just confirm to us that they work for the president, not Nigeria. I expect the National Assembly to call Mr. President to order over his appetite to borrow money in trillions and billions of naira. Whatever the president wants to do with the loan request, he should please don't bother. He don't borrow enough. Say he supposed to give room for the incoming president to decide if he want borrow or look for a better way to get money to fix things for inside of Nigeria. Then he got the talk. He say, how bandits tried to cripple the economy of northern states. Governor Erufai, Mr. Governor, I think these bandits succeeded in crippling the economy of northern states already. For example, which investor will come to Kaduna State and invest with the way bandits, herders continue to attack and kill in the states? Katsina and Zamfara State is under control of bandits. They do as they want at times. The economy of these two states get problem. Now, so Patrick, they talk. He said farmers are running away from their states, searching for peace in other states in Nigeria. Mr. Governor Erufai should calm down. Patrick from New Caro, and I write us this long memo this morning. Anyway, check your time, 7 minutes before 8 o'clock. Make I see whether I go squeeze in one call. Who they here?
Ezemmuo, good morning.
Morning to you. Very quickly, my brother. Time no day. Who they talk? Where they call us from?
Clement from Maraba.
Clement from Maraba, sharply.
Very sharply. Concerning Tinubu going out. But, you know, what is my concern now is that I am even happy that Tinubu has not even got into office before he begin to travel out. If he is traveling out now, I'm even, because so far he's not using Nigerian money. If it is pocket money, fine. Let him make a friend that he wanted to make so that when he's inaugurated, then he will sit down with the bar and give us what we want.
Wow.
Talking about maybe some people are questioning the borrowing a few days to go. What are you doing this for? I remember in 2015 when good Lord Jonathan, they were doing the same thing. APC cry out, but if the incoming government will not cry out, let him. He's the one that is going to carry the load. As far as I'm concerned, you get my point. So Nigeria should not cry more than the bereaved. That is my point.
Who is the bereaved now? Well, who is the bereaved, Oga? He said, man, Nigeria no cry more than the bereaved. Who be the bereaved? Who they cry? Who be the... Anyway, time no day. We got 5 minutes to go. Safio, more time up, then we'll come back on the other side of 8 o'clock. Maybe you could just react to one of these or two of these comments we don't hear this morning before we go time.
There's to tie things up.
Yes.
There's something about this 800 million that I don't understand yet. Because I saw a headline from The Guardian, and it says Buhari seeks Senate approval to spend 800 million palliative loan to spend. So there's some confusion, and why it interests me is because I heard the finance minister say they want to start disbursement.
Now what in they for Guardian? Actually,
and they said
Buhari
they want to start disbursement before withdrawal of subsidy. So somebody should clear the air. Is it approval to spend or approval to get the loan? As I sit here, I'm still confused what the status is. I think the government needs to clear the air. National Assembly needs to clear the air about that letter that they received from the president.
Wow, very interesting twist to the matter. I say approval to spend. That's not actually waiting there for inside of the Guardian newspaper this morning. But then, of course, that one goes presuggest or presuppose to say approval.
Don't enter wallet.
Yes, so approval to begin to disburse based on, and then why probably they go ahead, they talk about how they go spend. When they talk about palliative, existing register, transportation, and all of that.
Which means they want to start spending the money right now.
Wow.
And when are they going to remove the subsidy that they are spending the money now, or they want to spend the money now?
Wow. If you ask me, now who are you?
Maybe we should drop what do you call a song.
Anyway, 3 minutes to 8. Time not today. We will come back on the other side of 8 o'clock. We will talk more about this loan. A smooth transition of government from one outgoing, or incumbent or outgoing to the incoming. We will talk about all of that for the big talk this morning. No touch on radio. They call me the chief priest, the great Safil. He did inside of the studio. No touch on. We